What is up guys, it's your boy Swole. I'm here, back with another Classic WoW gold making video for the fresh Classic WoW servers, and today we're talking about farming gold. These will be a kind of high level gold farms you can do while you're leveling on these fresh servers, or you can go back and do them at level 60. Now if you are struggling to find a place to level, or you're struggling for where to go when it comes to questing in the high level 40s, lower level 50s, or even mid level 50s, well, you can do many of these farms to make a bunch of gold while you are leveling on these fresh servers. Now if you are kind of leveling slow as well, this might actually be very beneficial to just make some gold while you're leveling, and then you can put that gold back into investments, for example. And I just want to say that if you want to have access to most of my gold making methods, then check out my gold making guide for Classic WoW through a link down below in the pinned comment or the video description, where I cover a whole lot more gold farms than we do in this video, and we're talking about how to make gold basically from level 10 all the way through level 60. And we're also mentioning a bunch of investments, which is items you can buy for cheap, and they will probably very likely go up in price. Like in Classic WoW, I made close to 20,000 gold, most of which came through investments, and by not buying my epic mount at level 60 and rather investing 1,000 gold, I got over 10,000 gold back. And in that gold making guide, I talk about exactly what I did to get that, or the items I was investing into. In addition to that, when you buy the guide, you get access to a gold making Discord server with a bunch of like-minded people that are interested in gold making in Classic WoW. Alternatively, you can also check out my Patreon channel where I talk more about gold making, and we have exclusive content available on Patreon, which is like some of the best ways to make gold on these Classic Fresh servers will be on that Patreon channel. We have one video right now that is exclusively available on Patreon where I cover what I think is the best way to make gold. Either way, let's talk gold farming. Now, let's not waste any time here, let's get right into it. So number one, we have a elemental water / essence of water farm, and we're going to be talking about multiple places to farm this. Number one is going to be the Plague Ravagers in Eastern Plaguelands. So these are located right here, as you can see, in the bottom, basically south part of the Eastern Plaguelands, and these Plague Ravagers have a fairly high drop chance of pretty much everything water elemental related. So you get Core of Elements, you get Globe of Water, Elemental Water, and arguably the big gold making ticket here, which is Essence of Water. Now, when it comes to this farm, you also get a bunch of greens, and the mobs themselves are quite high level, so you can get both Journeyman's backpacks and also the Traveler's backpack from farming here. So if you find yourself in the Eastern Plaguelands around level 55 to 56, or like in that level range, you can actually start farming in this location. Now, this location is also tied to different quests, so you will get some natural competition here, but if you're really early and you're leveling fast, you can basically farm here and level up at the same time and get the entire place to yourself. Now, of course, the faster you are, the less competition you have, and the more gold you will make. You also have this right here, which is the Toxic Horrors in Felwood, which is the location you would go to at a lower level than the one we just talked about, and over here, the mobs are level 53 to 54, which means in the lower level 50s or mid-level 50s you can start farming here, and once again you are looking for the same items. You have the Essence of Water, you have Elemental Water, you have Ace of Plagues, and once again you have items such as the Journeyman's backpack, and not Traveler's backpack here, only the Journeyman's one. But yeah, you have a bunch of different items you're looking for, mainly once again Essence of Water. You also have the Blighted Horrors, going back to Eastern Plaguelands here. These are level 56 to 57, and they're located in the, do we call them middle, like the middle pool and the eastern pool in the Eastern Plaguelands. And once again, level 56 to 57, and you are one more time farming for Elemental Water, Globe of Water, Essence of Water, and you have a bunch of regular greens like the Mage's Longstaff, selling for 4.5 gold in raw gold. You can get Star Rubies, Aquamarines, and once again Journeyman's backpacks, and also Traveler's backpacks. You also have a bunch of World Drop epics as per usual, but once again this is mainly an Essence of Water farm, so you really want to be on the lookout for those Essences of Water. For the next one, we are going back to Felwood, and we're talking about Warpwood Mass or Moss Flayer, and these will drop a whole different amount of herbs, and also mana potions and healing potions. So these mobs drop Golden Sansams, Heart of the Wild, Purple Lotus, Blindweed, Peace Bloom, Scroll of Strength, rank 3, Superior Mana Potion, Living Essence, Major Healing Potion, Silverleaf, Winter's Bite, Dream Foil, you get the point. Basically, every single herb you can get, and some of the high level scrolls, healing potions, mana potions, and regular green items. These mobs are level 52 to 53, so once again, early to mid level 50s here, and you can simply farm herbs. Even if you're not a herbalist, you can still get herbs by farming mobs in the open world, and typically, this is a very popular farming location as well, and they do respawn fairly fast, and if you are 2 people farming, for example, you will constantly have spawns. Now, due to it being a popular farming location, if you are more than 3 people, I would say go somewhere else and try something else, but we have a lot of farms taking place in Felwood, so Felwood is a very good place to be. Going back to Eastern Plaguelands though, we also have the Carrion Grubs, which is like, this is a mob you will find in the southern part, or let's just call it the first half. When you go into the Eastern Plaguelands, it's basically the first half, or the lower level half. These mobs are level 54 to 55, so in the smack dab middle of the level 50s, and if you are doing questing in Eastern Plaguelands, I would just say keep an eye out for these mobs. They are first of all used in a quest as well, so you will naturally be hunting for them, but even after you have completed your quest, and if you're doing any other quest in Eastern Plaguelands, I would just say keep an eye out for these mobs, and it's mainly for the larval acid. Now as you can see, it's used in the slab of carrion meat or carrion worm meat quest as well, so you might get some of these while you're doing that quest, but even after that quest, keep farming them for the larval acids. Larval acid is used in some of the best in slot crafts in the game, so it's going to be worth a lot later on when people care about crafting their pre-raid best in slot, for example. Likewise, you also have the Carrion Devourer, which is the same type of mob but level 56 to 57, and it's in the second half or the upper level half of Eastern Plaguelands located on the map, as you can see here, and same thing goes here. You'll be questing in Eastern Plaguelands quite a bit, and even when you're doing Stratholm, for example, and Skullomans, just keep an eye out for these mobs, and if you see them, kill them, and hope to get the larval acid. Next up, we're going to a different zone. Now we're talking about Winterspring, and we have the Winterfall Den Watchers, or just any type of furbolg really, that you can farm in Winterspring, and these mobs you can farm from level 50 or 52, like in the low level 50s, to actually level 60. To the west in Winterspring, they will be lower level, so like level 53 and 54, and all the way to the east, they are closer to level 56, 57, and sometimes 58. So you can basically start in the west and move your way to the east as you level up. Now, the main reason why I want to put this in is the Winterfall Fire Water item. This increases your melee attack power by 35 and size for 20 minutes, and if you are playing a melee class, you will be burning through a lot of these throughout Classic's lifespan, so you can either farm them for your own purpose, like to use later in raids, or you can farm as a type of gold farm, where you can either sell them right now for instant gratification, or you can actually keep them until Molten Core comes out, or even later as well. This is an item that will very likely go up in price throughout Classic WoW's lifespan, and you can sell it in Phase 2, Phase 3, Phase 4, Phase 5, even Phase 6. In addition to that, one reason why I really like doing this farm is the Winterfall Spirit Beads. These ones can be handed in for reputation and also experience, so you can keep handing those in for even more experience. Basically, if you grind mobs from level 50 to 59, you might have enough beads to hand in to go all the way from 59 to level 60 just by handing in beads. So it's kind of like, I don't know, it just feels very good to farm, especially while you're leveling, because these will just give you some extra experience when you want to turn in for that experience. In addition to that, you can also get the Echo, where you need to have like the Cache of Moari to start looting echoes, and in this case you will then get Winterfall Echo, which can be traded to other people, and these echoes are used for world buffs. In addition to that, you get junk boxes, well that's if you're a rogue, and you can also get rune cloth, you get major mana potions, major healing potions, superior mana potions, and once again scrolls of both agility and strength. You're also looking at a wide variety of green items, like for example this rod would be selling for 2.6 gold, this hammer would be selling for 3.1 gold. It's all about the raw gold at the start, right? And these greens, if you can't disenchant them, you can sell them, literally vendor them, and make a bunch of gold that way as well. And obviously they are humanoids, and they will drop you travelers backpacks, and they will drop you also the journeyman's backpack, and a whole bunch of cloth once again. Now, next up, we are going to go back to Felwood to talk about some farms in Felwood. This is going to be from level 53 to 54, and over here you're farming for fire elementals at this location shown right here. Now, fire elementals you're obviously farming for elemental fire, heart of fire, and also essence of fire. In addition to that, you can get some aquamarines, various gems, various greens as well, so this is a very good place to be. And the main items you're farming for is once again elemental fire, heart of fire, and also essence of fire. Keeping up with the elemental fire farm, we also have this one right here in the Unangoro crater, where you're farming for the blazing invaders or any type of fire elementals you can find around the volcano. Now these are also part of a quest called the Unangoro. You can loot the Unangoro Ash, and once again you're looking for elemental fire, heart of fire, and also essence of fire. You can also get some star rubies, you can get travelers backpacks, and a bunch of various green items from these mobs. Now, going over to some more humanoid farms, this one right here is one of my favorite farms, and when Classic WoW 2019 came out, I spent way too much time at this location. By the way, when I say this location, there are 3 different camps here, and that is kind of an important aspect, because if Camp 1 is being overfarmed, let's just say there's 3 people at Camp 1, you then have 2 more options for camps to go to. So you have 3 separate farms kind of located very close to each other, and the thing is, these are level 51 to 53, and what you're farming for is basically fell cloth. Now they are humanoids, so you will get a bunch of gold through different methods, but the main item you're looking for is a fell cloth item. If you're a caster, you can also get the demonic runes from here, which can be very important. You can get rune cloth, you can get regular mana drinks, you can get regular food. We're looking at major healing potions, superior mana potions, once again scrolls of agility rank 3, scrolls of strength rank 3, and a bunch of different green items as well, the regular type of humanoid loot table. In addition to that, they also drop the elixir of the mongoose. Now this item right here is typically not that rare, so you shouldn't expect to sell it for a lot, but it will sell for more than the vendor price. And lastly, we have the Jadefire Trickster. This is one of my favorite farms as well, in the same level bracket as the one we just talked about, and we're doing the exact same farm here, but instead of Azshara, we are in Felwood. These are level 52 to 53, so at this point I've showed you a lot of different farms that are in Felwood. So Felwood is a very good place to be, because if this farm right here is taken, and there's too many people here, you can then go and check out the water elemental farm right here, and if that one is taken as well, like there's too many people, you can then go and check out the elemental fire farm located right here, and if all of those are taken, you then have the furbolgs as well in the north, or even the furbolgs down in the south that you can also farm for. And then if all of those are taken, you can also go to Winterspring and start farming for the Winterfall fire water. You basically have a lot of farms in one place, and in Classic WoW I think that is very important, because spending, if you're gonna travel from, for example, Felwood to, let's say, Tanaris, that is a long travel time, and the more time you spend traveling, the less gold you make, so just having a bunch of different options, all in kind of a condensed area, is very valuable. Now, looking at the loot table here, we are once again farming for fell cloth, and we're also getting major healing potions, superior mana potions, regular rune cloth as well, and we're getting the regular green items you're looking for, like, for example, Journeyman's backpack, we have Traveler's backpacks, we have rank 3 agility scrolls, and rank 4 strength scrolls, or rank 3 strength scrolls as well. So yeah, those are some high level gold farms, and some of the ones that I used the most back in the day in 2019 and 2020 as well, just to farm gold while leveling, and even going back and farming at level 60. They are very good for consistent gold per hour, and one of the things that I really like is that from all of them so far that we've covered today, they basically have a jackpot item. They either drop the Traveler's Backpack, which is a huge jackpot item, Essence of Water, which is also quite big, Essence of Fire is like a little bit less big, but Elemental Fire can be huge, and then Fellcloth as well. And you get steady gold from the regular greens you're looting, the regular cloth you're looting, or simply the raw gold you're looting as well. So you're always getting a consistent amount of gold, and then you have those big jackpot items that will just give you like 10 gold here, 20 gold here, and so on. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and hopefully these gold farms help you make a bunch of gold either while you're leveling or at level 60. Either way, thank you for watching, I really do appreciate it. Let me know if you have any other farms you want to share in the comments down below. And once again, thank you for watching, I'll see you in the next video very soon.